Hi guys, Ant Reaction here, and today we are going to react to a new episode of Wheel of Time, Season 1, Episode 4, titled The Dragon Reborn, which is very interesting because, it feels a little bit too soon to have the reveal yet. Because, in the book, I mean, it's pretty much yeah, implied, I guess. But you know immediately who it is. It's only confirmed to the characters uh, at the end of the book during the big battle. But yeah, but we know from the beginning. But we did have a certain character show up last episode, who pretends, or at the very least, he believes. I think he genuinely, yeah, I vaguely remember. He genuinely believes that he is the Dragon Reborn. Uh, so, yeah, which I'm really excited actually to see this version, their take, the show's take on Logain, because in the book, the first one, you don't really see him. It's the only time really that you sort of catch a glimpse of him is from Rand's point of view when he is in Camelin, and there are the Aes Sedai who captured him, or kind of parroting, they're kind of showing off. They're just in the streets parroting. It's parroting. You know what I mean? In the streets to show the world, or at least the city, that their dragon reborn has been captured. And before that, it's really just sort of references that, there are attacks and battles and fights and stuff throughout that you kind of hear about happenings somewhere. You don't really know exactly what's going on because it's from the Emmons Fielders, and they don't really know what's going on. And it's only when they arrive at Camelin that they realize that Rand and Matt learn that it's because of Logain. That Logain is behind all those talks and fights, battles, stuff. But before that, you don't know that it's because it's a dragon reborn. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, to have him show up so early is very interesting, and I think because this is obviously a TV show and not a book, you have to do certain things differently because, well, first, some things don't translate. You also have a lot more time to learn things and digest them, right? So here, there hasn't been a talks yet about why being the dragon reborn would be so bad. Why people do not trust, don't want the dragon reborn to be back. Because I've read some interviews about how the prophecy hasn't changed. It specifically says a man. So I'm guessing that's why the entire world do not want the dragon reborn to be reborn. Because male channelers go crazy. But Moraine do not trust those prophecies because it's been translated by dozens of people along the line, through the years, which makes sense, and it's a very Moraine thing to do, I think. But yeah, I think having Logain already here this early in the story, or at the very least having him have a much more important role, because he seems to have a lot of scenes from the thriller is, I think, kind of important. Like, we need to show the non-readers why it's a bad thing, and like the way the dragon reborn the dragons reborn are treated, despite the fact that the Aes Sedai know that a lot of them knows that it's not them. There are pretenders that don't can't channel, and they're still treated like dirt. There are some that pretends to be the dragon reborn, others that are accused of being the dragon reborn, and they are all treated like shit. And I think having him here right now is gonna build a lot of necessary thing for the actual dragon reborn, for all the consequences and the way it's gonna pave the way is what I'm trying to say. It's gonna pave the way to the reveal, and hopefully like show why it's a big deal and why it's not a necessarily good thing, or at the very least, like the way people. I can talk, I promise. But the way, the way people behave around the dragon reborn, it's gonna be not very easy at all, and it's a very, like, it's an understatement. It's not gonna be easy. So yeah, I'm all for it to have him here already. I think it's important. Yeah. Last episode was really good, really, really, really good. To be honest, like, episode 2 was extremely good. Compared to the first one, it was a very good episode. I think it's still my favorite, but it's only because of Perrin and Egwene's story in the third episode, because I did not like it at all. If I'm pretty sure that if their story hadn't been in the episode 3 would have been my favorite out of the 3, because I enjoyed the story of Rand and Matt and Len and Nynaeve. So yeah, it's already been, Jesus Christ, 7 minutes, so we are just going to watch. That was such a cool way of introducing a dark friend, I think. And they give her a reason. Like, it felt genuine. Like, I bought it that she would become a dark friend, and why she would. Did I see Galdan, whatever you pronounce it? It was one of the cities that were attacked, if I remember right from the books. You only hear it's one of those fights that you only hear about. Oh, I like that. I like the look of the taint. Corruption. Of the corruption. Can I just say I like his voice?
This man of anything.
You've got mad already.
Yeah. I love how it's white, it's slowly becoming black, and it looks almost oily. Like those. I'm already pausing. Like those oil rig when they have like when they break. That's not the right word, but like when, it looks like oil in water. How it looks, I don't know. It looks really oily, whereas the weaves feel more like a wisp. I like that. I always wondered how they would make it, how it would look like.
He'll betray you.
Oh, that was so good. I like that. I like how they showed the madness. I really do. Oh. I like that despite the madness, he still can show compassion and kindness. Although it might just be because the madness hasn't taken its hold quite yet. Although he's pretty already far down the... Yeah. I'm still in love with those credits. I have to say, that might have been my favorite cold open out of the 4. Kind of wish it had been the first one, actually. I think that would have been a much better introduction. Jesus. That woman, the second, with her belt, looks very Mort Sith from Legend of the Seeker. Yes, I've watched that show. Maybe that's why I like the show so much, because I've watched worse adaptation. I don't know. But then again, if you hear some people talk about this show, it's like the worst adaptation ever made. I don't think you've watched a lot of adaptation, to be honest. Remember Aragon? Yeah. I remember Aragon.
Thank you, Corinne.
Remember I Am Legend? Good movie, not good adaptation.
True believers.
But you don't believe it, do you?
I mean, not only is he really kind and very good with words, have you heard that voice? I'll listen to him all day.
Can he hear us? Selfless to a fault.
Can someone please bitch slap her?
In the shield, Leandrin will wait to drop hers until yours is in place.
I don't trust her. Kind of like the look of that. It's almost, because it obviously isn't. Like a web. She's like a spider. Trapping her prey.
Barely company. As stubborn as a mule, too.
He likes her, come on.
Leandrin won't cross the Amelin seat.
Yes, she will. She could always pretend like it's an accident or some bullshit.
He killed her to make us trust him.
Fair point.
There was one other thing that she said.
That you were gay for each other?
Dragon,
Yes, I agree.
5 of us.
One word I would never do.
Wait, is that Alana? Because, like, she's
The battle line.
one of the Aes Sedai who has multiple warders that she takes as lovers.
I thought
Is that her?
there have been false
Because, like, that's the only one that comes to mind right now.
women and men
And-
claim that
If it's her... The show made me smile at her. They made her make me smile. That is... I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything because obviously this is not happening in the first season or the second. So I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil, and I feel like they would still have that in the show because it kind of brings a lot of things in terms of character development and world building. I guess. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they don't do it, but she does something that leaves a bad taste in your mouth, or at the very least for me, and I know a lot of people agree with me. Actually, even characters in universe do not like her after she does it, and treats her like shit the way she deserves. So they made me smile. I don't like it. They made me like her, and I don't like it.
his strength is
Though she looks good.
anything I've ever seen.
It's not fair. One of the things that
If it is,
foretell
we find ourselves
that
again.
precedes the reveal of the Dragon Reborn is the fact that there are more and more pretenders showing up. It's kind of the thing with the pattern. It starts to, produce pretenders more and more the closer it gets to the reveal of the Dragon Reborn, and its birth, and then the reveal is more like it. So yeah, just to explain why she believes the end of the world is here. Because I'm pretty sure at this point he's like the third in a few years. So they can feel it, that it's coming.
Let the rats gentle him.
I don't like I don't like that she's making sense. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Those were some damn good reflexes. Jesus Christ. She looked so angry even while eating.
It's Nene, isn't it? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. I can't quite.
That is one of the most in character thing that she has done ever since showing up, and she's pretty on brand. I think she screams Leandrin to me, but that was she's such a bitch. But also, like, that was that a reference to the fact that none of the fans can agree on the pronunciation. That is funny, but she's such a bitch.
To exaggerate their own importance.
Of course, that's the way she sees it.
We protect the world from people who would misuse the one power. Even other Aes Sedai.
I mean, in theory, that's what they're supposed to do.
Mind if I join you?
I was just leaving.
I kind of like her.
The Red Tent
I don't
is
like this
open to
show.
all women.
They're making me like characters that I hate in the books.
That woman's a snake. There's a white tower full of women like her.
Yes.
If you promise not to shove him into it.
I love them. I love them so much.
Have you seen it?
An axe. Put that axe.
So he told her that conversation last episode and her face here with the axe. It's interesting that we didn't see it, that conversation. How long has it been? Because that's the dagger.
I'll give you this for all your hard work.
I'm sorry, you don't know them. For all you know, there are serial killers. You don't send your kid,
No,
a kid that young, after them.
Give you her message and come right back.
Then if you don't, like, why would she send her kid?
Mama and Papa,
Yeah, safe. With his parents.
you can take Brigitte back for them. She protects me when everyone's asleep.
I can't take your doll. What happened to him?
Aes Sedai found him while I was away.
Does he suspect?
The rat.
He got to keep his life at least.
He probably killed himself.
Salt frowned like it was nothing at all.
Not in front of my food. Sorry.
Stay with you.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't help it. That was way too serious. That's a nice conversation. That's a nice introduction for the non-readers, I think.
This will keep Matt away from those women.
It's not a good thing because he's not a channeler.
For a simple gleeman.
It's the knife,
Call ourselves Kleeman
dagger, whatever.
because a silly name makes us less frightening. Nothing is more dangerous than a man who knows the past.
That was such a good conversation. Does he suspect Rand? I don't know. The face, the expression, the questions. Feels like he knows, or at the very least strongly suspects.
Now that's don't encourage you.
I love that she's having like more in common and have so much more fun with the warders. Like that feels like more of a people than anything else. Than the Aes Sedai.
How are you
I love that they're giving him shit for it. Oh, is that her orders?
I'm a bit tired myself.
Well, I like that. I like that they didn't, they just treated it like it was any other relationship. It kind of makes me more, like, hopeful for a certain relationship later on. Instead of each party's having their own thing. I kind of like them better as, a polycule than... I love them.
I shouldn't have had a drink. You always get emotional when I drink.
So she's an emotional drunk? That's funny. I kind of like that line. What greater revenge against violence than peace, and what better revenge against death than life? It's a good lines, but I don't know if it means anything, especially in this world. And again, it's a good concept, but...
You know that, right? No matter what happens, I'm here.
Yeah, I think he knows. I think he strongly suspects. Was that a Tuathan? Oh. Oh no.
Grab him. Let's
He-
get out of here now.
Didn't. No, there's no blood. It's not him. It's not him.
Get him out of here! Come on!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was that Fade hiding? Was that Fade hiding from Matt? I mean, from memory, I'm pretty sure the Dark One Side and Mashadar don't really mix, right? So, but like, the fact that even if he wasn't hiding or whatever, the fact that Matt could see him, scary. Oh, come on. It was the Fade, right? It wasn't him. Because, like, it's... His blade didn't have any blood. So, my guess would be he was sleepwalking or whatever. Went into the house because he was walking up to a house in the dream. Opened the door and found the Fade, who might or might not have been hiding from him. Right? He didn't kill that family, right? I mean, I don't think you need that trauma, is all I'm saying. I have a very bad feeling about this whole thing right now. She's gonna let the shield, she's gonna draw the shield, right?
And what was that?
A lapdog with two legs.
What I thought you were. Wisdom, Almira.
And what is that?
Okay, I need to pause because that was so good. I have to say, I love the way they are doing their relationship in the show. I like that interaction. Cause like, I like the fact that he asked. Cause that sentence in the old tongue was the only thing she had left from her parents. The only thing. And she grew up with that. She's most likely most likely she is attached to that line, that sentence, the fact that he asked basically about something that will most likely change that memory. He's asking her permission. Do you want to know? Do you want to keep that memory the way you have it in your mind? Or do you want to know? Do you want to know what it means and risking changing what that memory and that sentence means to you? I don't know. I like that he asked. He could have just said it. No, that's not that. That's what it means, and there you go. And it could have just completely shattered. Probably not, because it's the last thing. Can you imagine? Probably Matt's parents. Can you imagine it under attack, and the last thing your parents say to you, it's, "You're a little shit. I hate you." But I just like that he asked before, potentially completely changing the last memory that she has of her parents, the last thing that she has of her parents. And I like that from her side, she showed up in the middle of a ritual, something that was very personal to him and his culture. And she decided to kind of pay it back. That's how it felt like. That she decided to pay it back with a piece of herself and about her own ritual and her own personal story. And I already love them in the books, but they are making me absolutely love them. I'm in love with this relationship, and I'm really excited about what comes next for them.
Run home to their mothers after all.
He's gonna break out. Bet that he's going to escape, and Leandrin is gonna use it as an excuse to gentle him. Because she's like just waiting for it, just waiting for the perfect opportunity. Oh, he protected her. Ouch. Oh, that was cool. You have an axe in your hand. Why would you go to her to grab her instead of trying to kill her? Not to, not to stand for them, but that was stupid.
Time to talk.
Of course she's talking instead of attacking. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Did she just sacrifice herself to throw a shield on them? I mean, you didn't have to save Leandrin, is all I'm saying, but... Oh, he's dead. Warders who lost their Aes Sedai don't tend to last very long. Especially if they're in the middle of a battlefield. I mean, he's pretty good because he just snapped out of it. But he's not, I don't see him lasting very long. It's like a part of yourself died with her. Those who don't die recklessly, either because I'm so sorry. That was a cool visual. That was a very cool visual. They either freeze like this, and they're not able to snap back. They get reckless and throw themselves at the enemy, or they kill themselves in a more, well, by their own hands. So I don't see him last very long. Although some warders do bond with other Aes Sedai. But like I said, it's kind of like part of your soul. So. But that was a very good visual. Please let her. Don't Don't fucking... you fucking idiot. Oh no. Was that his... Oh, that was his neck. No, they're not killing him. Not like this. They're not killing Lan like this. They're certainly not killing him anyway, because he's still important to the story. Is this when she's gonna channel? For the first time? First time? I had chills! And I think I'm tearing up a little bit.
Like a radiant sun.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Oh, that was so good. Although I kind of wish that it had been more restrained. Instead of having so many Aes Sedai and warders there present. I wish it kind of been only a couple. But that doesn't take anything away from that scene. That was so good. And very naive too. Like, in the books, she is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful, but she doesn't have the control and precision of, well, especially control of other Aes Sedai. And can only, like, do this during, like, so angry that she literally snaps and sort of blew up. So that was good. That was really good. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but that was so fucking good. I literally had chills, and I teared up a little bit. Also, very impressive that she healed an entire room. But, like, if somebody had to do it, it would be Nynaeve. Like, only Nynaeve would be able to do something like this. Jesus Christ. Logain suspects Nynaeve to be the Dragon Reborn, since, you know, like a raging sun. Okay. Are they going to gentle him? Oh, he's crying. Now she almost burned out. I kind of feel bad for him. That was so fucking good. Yeah, listen, I really liked episode 2. Same with episode 3, except the Egwene and Perrin part. But that was really good. That was the best episode so far. But, like, it's a good sign if it keeps getting better, right? You know what? I really loved that visual of the gentling. It literally looks like it's been ripped away from him. That was really good visual. My mind doesn't know what details I need to grab onto first. Okay, I kind of actually talked about everything else but the last scene. Yeah, so I feel really bad for him. Like, he's a very good Logain. I'm really loving this character. It's just, I don't know, I just really love this character. They did it really well. They put him on screen translated him on screen really well. The visual was really good. That bitch, did she? Because, like, she kind of got what she wanted by channeling him, which I'm guessing there's gonna be some consequences for that, because I hope there's gonna be some consequences for that, because she's not supposed to do that without the Amaryllis Seat's permission. Did she, like, lowered or weakened the shield a little bit to allow him to escape so that she could gentle him? Not a big fan of the gestures that they did to lend let her tap into their power. You know what I mean? I don't know. That was the whole thing is so good. Was so good. I don't know what else to say. It was just really, really good. Except repeating myself. Also, it's been a while since I've been filming this reaction. I just, yeah, I really love what they've done with Logan. I really liked the look of the madness, the corruption, the taint, the jokes and puns in the books. I'm kind of happy that it's corruption and not taint. I like the visual, and I like the visual of the madness. It was really, really well done. Yeah, I don't know what else to say except repeating myself again. Really loved it. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next reaction next week. I hope you have a good one. And yeah, goodbye.